is offline. Yep, looks like he's live.
I'm live?
Something's going on.
I'm live? Oh my god, I'm live.
It says live. Yeah.
Okay, then it says live. Yeah. Welcome, Decent Underground fans. Today, you're going to take a look at BAM and the map I'm working at the moment. And as you can see, this is one of the starting rooms where the drones are starting off. As you can see, like you have seen before, I worked on several. Welcome to Germany. Live streaming. I hate live streaming. I love live streaming. Okay, guys. Keith! Hey, Keith! Yeah, it's good to have some people still on Discord joining the show here. And what I'm actually doing is just flying a little bit through the map and showing you the different lighting conditions I'm going to make it look as realistic as possible from a natural standpoint. So as you can see, for example, here you can take a look deep into this tunnel, and to make it look a little bit better and to see where all the different side tunnels going away, I'm going to set the sound multiplier a little bit to add a little bit of fogginess to the whole scenery. As you can see here, this looks much better. Maybe a little bit less.
Ooh, foggy.
Yeah.
So is that volumetric lighting?
This is some sort of volumetric lighting going on, yes. My question is, how deep we are going with this. So I can tell the start distance, for example. I can tell it's like this. And then set the start distance to a little smaller scale. Or larger.
Wow, that's bright.
And that's how it behaves. But I don't want to make it look that foggy, because otherwise it may look like we're underwater, and that's not the thing we want to achieve here. Want to make it pretty dark map. So just to let you know, there's some fog going on there. And what we have here is some sort of new ores we are going to place into this map. Some of them might be mineable at a later point.
Ooh.
Hopefully.
It's blue.
It's blue. And I'm going to achieve...
So how do you make that, Kaji? How does the blue stuff work?
Well, if you see here, at the moment, we have no real GI going on here. So, for good performance reasons, so that people can play 90 frames per second in VR, I'm going to fake some stuff like this a little bit, make it more performant. And for this little ore here, for example, going pretty near. Oh, you can see the texturing looks good from this point of view. That's the maximum you can see when you're sitting inside the drone, for example. And now to make the whole environment look a little bit more like the actual ore and lights the scene, I'm going to place this little light here. Setting it up like it would just illuminate the surrounding a little bit. Maybe not that much, like this.
Okay, so you're making a blue light off of the glowing ore stuff.
Yes.
Now, how do you make the wall blue like that? Is there like a special material, or what is that?
Actually, yes. I'm going to press on this rock, Actually, a whole map is built up out of around, I'd say, 1,900 little rocks. Bring up the scene. Now we're going to material. Going to open that up. This is a nice rock, actually. So, updating stuff. So what you can see here is the actual rock I'm using. And on this rock, you have little coloring masks for the minerals, for example. So, I can tell that, for example, this little ore pieces, mineral pieces, should be emissive or not. So for example, I can completely turn that off. I can make it pretty bright. Nah.
Oh.
Like this
Can
one.
you change the color?
Or this one. Yes. Indeed we can. To any color we need in the map. Make it, yeah, okay. Brighter, not brighter.
Ooh.
Well, actually, what you've seen here was some LOD going on. So this is the next step of LOD, but it's not using the same material.
Now, what does LOD
So
mean?
LOD is the level of detail I'm using in the map. I can show that a little bit.
Okay, so it's one of the ways that like this is a very high. We have a very high resolution texture here, but if you're far away from it, or if you're on a lower end computer, you don't want that super high thing, right? So the level of detail changes that. Okay, cool.
Right. And I can show that exactly. Here we have just one rock. That's good. Okay, actually, it's using a pretty high resolution model if you're going near to it. And once the screen size, so how big's the rock on the actual screen, we're going more far away, we probably don't need that high resolution of triangles and polygons going on. So after some time, you'll probably see a little bit different movement going on there. See? And the actual triangle count is going lower. And much lower the more far you're going away from the actual piece. There's LD3, LD4, LD5. There's just 5 LEDs. That's okay. And how's that looking inside the game, actually? I think I can show that off here. Visualizers. Is that LED? No. I know it's some there. Not the mesh LEDs. So actually, what you can see here are the different pieces at different LED states. So if I'm looking here, you get the highest resolution possible. And the far away objects are probably LOD5 or LOD4. So it's good for performance.
Oh, okay. So the different colors show what level of detail it's running at.
Right.
Cool.
Oh hell. And now we changed our good blue looking rocks to something magma-like.
Oh, sorry. Now they look like lava rocks.
It's not looking bad at all. It's origin teak. You can see that in many movies, making stuff looking a little bit orange, and then you get the complementary color like blue, like Avatar Tron. and so on.
It's like the color of every video game box in the last like 5 or 10 years, blue and orange.
No, never.
I didn't say our video game, all the other ones.
Not us.
Unless it's like a combat game that's like 50 Shades of Brown.
Mm.
What are video game boxes?
Oh, a lot of the over the last several years, a lot of video games have switched to going blue and orange because they're contrasting colors. So it pulls the eye.
No, I know, but I was saying, what are video game boxes? You don't see them anymore.
Yeah.
Oh,
Some of them still occasionally go to stores.
This is an actual video game box. A good one. Can you see it? I'm not sure. I remember that name. Descent.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah. Hold. Good. Brave little box. I'm looking at it each day in the week. So, we're going to turn that back to blue. Maybe not too much. Let's see how it looks. Maybe that's a little bit too bright. So I'm going to turn that down. Because self-illuminating rocks are probably... don't provide that brightness. But that's looking cool. I think we can stick to this.
I do like the blue.
So what we
And I like how
actually...
we're getting darker too, because once we get the headlights on the ships, you know, you have to suss your way around. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the big thing about this map. We're going to have certain spots where you probably need flares and headlights to actually enlight the room a little bit more. And maybe find some secret spots going on there. So, there might be a secret spot here, and you actually don't know it unless you either shoot at this point or just flying into the rock. But actually, no secret spot yet. But it's possible, because we can make one. So, about the lighting, at this point, I could...
So this is the unlit view, right?
This is the lit view.
Yeah, that looks really sharp.
This is the unlit. And yeah, it's probably the graphics of Tomb Raider 1. Where I don't actually need shadows going on. Nothing were to lit. This is the whole beauty you're gonna see in the game. So what I could do now is to place some other ores on this side, for example. So I'm going to the unlit node, going to the actual material we're using, and I just place it on one of the rocks. So, plop. Let's see how it looks. That not bad. Maybe to another one. That's neat, that's good. And now I'm doing the same technique as I did before on the other side. We need to place some lights.
The lights.
I'm just copying. Actually, this one's a little bit too bright. And this spot, for example, I don't need any surrounding light going on because the ores are probably not lighting the other side of the room, so that's okay. The spawn's a little smaller.
Hey, Kaj, could you go to like a room that doesn't have any rocks at all and show them how you could place rocks around or textures around?
Sure.
Just show them kind of how it looks before you start doing this.
Okay, maybe this section, for example. At the moment, this is just a white box going on that Jibble placed to connect this room. Hello? No. I'm not sure, but I'm hearing some sound. Ah, shit. Stop. Better. They connect this room with the upper section and the other rooms. So what I'm actually going to do is to place small rocks around this white box. Moving up, moving up, moving up until I'm ending at the next room. So let's take one of these rocks, copy it.
Yep, that's me, Wheat. I'm watching Kaji make BAM. He's supposed to be finished this weekend, right, Kaji?
This weekend? Yes, probably yes. Yes.
Yeah. This is the next map, by the way, for those who don't know, that will be put into the game with the next update. We just recently updated, I think Monday or Tuesday this week, and so we'll be putting this out. Training mission. There's a new reticle thing going. A lot of other stuff happening right now in the proving grounds for people. And then this will be the next map that goes into the proving grounds first, and into release. Now, why are you putting the rocks on the outside of the gray box? You put them out and then you eliminate the gray box?
Yes, the white box is going to be eliminated. The white box already initially is to have the collisions.
The white box is the flyable space.
It's the flyable space.
Right.
I'm going
so
here.
Right.
This is our visible collision.
Right.
As you can see here, this is the actual white box going on.
So you remove the collision, and then, or you remove not the collision rather, but you remove the white boxes, but leave the collision.
And once I'm deleting this, let's say,
cool stuff.
say they're deleting this, and just using the rear collision from the rocks. What you can see here is that I need to make sure that the player doesn't get stuck on these collisions. Right. So for example, here is the actual level, it's collision. So if I'm going to fly into this room, I need to make sure that, for example, this rock here, for example, is not too deep into this opening, for example.
Right.
Because if I'm going to the collision, probably see, I may get stuck at this point somehow.
Yeah.
This kind of arc, and
revert
we
that.
want to, yeah.
Revert that. Don't be moving stuff that's already placed in there.
No worries.
I don't want that to be there next map. Come on, let's revert that. Let's not play around with stuff that's already approved. Come on now. Thank you.
It's reverted.
We should do more of this, Kaj, with you showing stuff and Lou. I think people like to see this. I know I do.
So, and now here comes the tricky part. As you're building up this hallway, you have to make sure that the rocks look not pretty repetible, you know? So...
There's no gaps.
Yes, and for example, another stuff. Some games are doing this, and I hate it for myself. If I'm going to copy that rock, for example, moving it down, you probably have the same rock going on. But now, if I'm going to move it to the other side, place it a little bit, rotating. Then start to look like one piece. This one and this one. And this is how we are going to eliminate any repetitive tiles inside the map and in later maps.
Yeah, we should tag Vertigo Studios is saying we should tag. You should tag Unreal or UE for this video. So right now we need to change the name of the video and thing anyway.
Oh yeah, right.
I got it. You don't worry about it.
I'm pretty sorry if I'm not talking to you guys, because every time I'm going to speak I need to press the Alt key, and actually Alt key is a function inside Unreal Engine, so in the worst case it starts the actual game. You still can hear me, right?
We can hear you.
Oh, fun.
You know, Kaj, what we could do also is we could point them to the Discord server, and yeah, you could join them in the channel, and they could ask you questions if you felt like doing that.
Alright, that's an interesting thing. So
Yeah, that's
I can take a look, and if people have suggestions, is that right? Yeah, suggestions.
Yeah.
Suggestions.
Keith, you want to post the Discord channel?
Well,
we'll move over there.
Yep, I will post the link in just a second. And this is our public Discord server. And you can jump over there. I'm going to jump over there right now into the general discussion voice channel. So, Kaji, if you want to come on over.
Sure. Wait.
I might be able to drag him over, can I? I'll pull over.
Probably not. Wait. Where am I?
Kaji, do you have the regular Discord channel? I think I pull you into
This one?
no. The public one, the one with the little mega missile on it.
I got it.
Yep, there's Tom.
Oh. Guess to hear me? Key.
All right, now we're there.
Ah, okay.
You guys
good.
can join us there and ask questions if you want.
Mm-hmm. And you'll be on the show.
Actually,
which is not. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
No, they're like, oh, I gotta be on TV.
Yeah, I gotta be on the TV. We don't have to see you though.
Well, I have to say I'm a pretty nervous streamer. Normally I'm a guy behind the camera and not in front of it.
Well, listen, if quality had anything to do with streaming, I wouldn't be on, so you're fine.
All right.
Checking patch notes for Pixley.
Mm-hmm. Which, if you didn't hear, we have a new build going out to the ground, and so that is going to be live any second now, and we're just double checking the patch notes.
I wonder, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, nothing. I'm just reading the patch notes. Yeah, this is good. I'm going to publish, Keith. Okay.
Sounds good.
Published and featured. Did you want to do the little one?
Oh, yeah. Actually, do we want to leave the, because we just recently did the production.
No, leave the little one up on the thing. That's
Yeah.
fine. Makes sense.
So, and as you can see, there's actually a reason why I'm doing this. Because I could just make this a whole round piece. But actually, I'm building it out of little rocks, single rocks like Minecraft.
Yeah.
So at any point later, we may have the chance to
We would
make some.
to break that up into one big piece we could use again. Instead of
Well, I
having
think
to
what
go rock
Kaji's
by
getting
rock.
at is with this system, though, he can go in and put like little nooks and crannies.
Yes. Which we need.
Where he could like mine things, or there could be something hidden.
Raw 100%.
Or something else. Yeah. Because actually I could make just another room here, you know? That's actually going sideways later or something like this. And
that's what Keith does.
and we
Keith
have-
usually takes these maps and puts little secrets in there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, this one was so huge and awesome. Just wanted to get it in and working.
Some guy on Twitter just said that Donald Trump should release his worth certificate. Worth certificate. Whatever side you're on, that's just funny.
Great. And all right.
Wow, some CS:GO game just went 6 overtimes.
Six overtimes? What's that?
Oh, I like that rotation, Kaji. That's a good way to break it up.
Yeah, the levels are going.
You know what
be
I'd
more
like to be able to do though,
difficult.
Keith? I'd like to be able to take a section of this, like just that curve before we get to the straighten it out piece, and then cut it after Kaji's done this as a piece and have it be one piece.
Yeah, that's one of those things that we've talked about doing. We just need to get together a list of them and stuff. And actually, the single player mission write-ups have room lists, so we could actually use that as some of the guidance for putting those sort of pre-built nice things. Well, I think you got a gap there. Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah. That's good.
Okay, I'll be back in just a few. I'm gonna grab a sandwich.
What? Come on. Ah, they're not.
But yeah, one of the things that Unreal does, maybe you can show them this, Kaji. If you select a bunch of objects, you can put them together into a blueprint, basically a placement blueprint, and then you can reuse it. Okay, maybe we don't want to select that particular.
You see nothing. Just know what's going on.
Maybe we'll do the ring.
And I'm still on camera. Nice. Oh my god. You're never going to play this map again without thinking about BAM.
Yeah, let's do the round door area. Not
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's. Okay. Come on. Okay. We got this little ring here, for example. Let's just can make maybe just a group of it or a blueprint actually. Yeah, no. Better.
Well, show the blueprint, because the blueprint you can reuse. Not saying we keep it that way, just saying, you know, let's show people how it's done. So because it's a neat technique. Yes, Sweet Kings. Yeah, these are paths created by miners, and also sometimes there are natural voids inside of rocks and things.
Yeah, what we have now here is a ring. We can reuse, for example, Sept. Just placing it. Okay, probably not needed there. Maybe another spot. For example, if you want to split that room part up a little bit more. Like this. And as you can see here, we have some new rock structure going on.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's a neat use of it. Yeah.
That's how different rooms are getting built here, especially. For example, I can show off a pretty good example what I did on the upper sections. So up here, This is actually a pretty cave-like system going on. As you can see, yeah, pretty round tunnels. Then some side tunnels. And they probably should not like boxy or any white boxy. So I tried to make them as natural as possible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And I think it was Wheat Kings said that it looks easy to use. It's a remarkably intuitive engine, and that blueprint thing that we mentioned earlier is actually also used for programming. So a lot of different types of programming can be done inside of this sort of drag and drop methodology called blueprint.
Right. I like it that it even looks cool for going far away. Still looks like some natural entrance.
Yeah, maybe one of these days we'll get Pixley or Rob to show some blueprint stuff.
Yeah, blueprints. I don't know.
Well, I
if
mean,
I'm
like
actually using
actual
any-
programming of it, not just because it's used for a lot of things. It's used for like the placement things that we were talking about, but it's also used for logic.
Oh, that's a good example I can show. Actually, I got floor light blueprint.
Oh, okay,
So
cool.
this is
cool.
actually a container that's loading. And what we actually have here is just the static mesh, the actual floor light, and a little spotlight on top of that. This comes for a simple reason. And I can show why. A floor light is never going to change much. Maybe the light, but not the brightness especially. So if I'm going to place one floor light after another, because I need more. Every time this object already comes with a little spotlight. If I would do this for each floor light, I must place the floor light mesh, I must place a spotlight, lighten the whole room, and make sure it's at the same place. Unlike this minerals, for example, where I really placed the extra lights to ambient the environment. So, but this is a pretty cool stuff that we can just going into. And the cool part about it comes now, because this is kind of an instance. So if I'm going to copy this floor light, having two of them, I can just go into my blueprint and say, well, I need another color. So I go to my spotlight, for example, just telling it's going to be yellow. And as you can see, both spotlights are going to have the same color going on. Where is it? Just moved away.
Oh, because you changed it, yeah.
There we go. And after everything is done, I can go into one floor light I placed, and I still have the capability to change this one light if it needs to. So telling it's like like boss said, it likes pink, okay, you get a pink map.
Well, and also,
Whew, okay.
materials are kind of like blueprints too. They have functions and they have wires and everything hooking up the different functions and inputs.
Sure, like this one. The mineral we talked about. This is looking pretty nice, but this is just a front end actually made out of one master material. If I'm going to the master material, you will see the whole magic behind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because material instances don't have all the wiring. It's the master.
And this is the master.
You can zoom out and show the
already pretty easy to tell what's going on there.
Yeah. So that's actually what a blueprint looks like, except this one is specific to a material.
So each object in the world needs a base color. We need to tell if it's metallic or not. We need to tell if there's some specularity going on, if it's roughness like glass, not glass, if it's glowing or not, and if it gets some little scratches on that, on it, for example.
Mm-hmm. Normal maps and
normal
all
maps,
that.
I mean, inclusion, there's so much stuff. And for the base color, for example, we have one albedo map, so that's a texture map. I'm going to open that one. You will see it's a tileable rock map. This one goes into another node called desaturation, for example, so I have the ability to desaturate that one.
Okay, so you have a variable, so your material instances, your child materials, can have different levels of color.
Yes.
Cool.
And I can do that through a coloring mask. So I'm doing a rock coloring. This is just a node that tells is it white or green or blue, and a little mask that's keeping some of the colors from the original map. So then it's going to blend this one, and then it goes straight into the base color. There's another add node, so I add the mineral coloring with the mineral mask. So this is actually, these are the little blue ores you can see. These are already going into an emissive channel, for example. So, and if I'm going into this one, you can see the same rock desaturation node here. So just get desaturation 0. It's the original rock, but there's already the rock coloring going on.
Nice. And yeah, we actually for Wheat Kings, the old helmet cam had some issues, but I think we've got something worked out. I'll have to bug Wingman about it. Speaking about kind of sneak peeks behind the scenes, though, everybody, if you have not joined the Underground on our website, you can join the Underground Club, and we actually have a meeting coming up. I think it's next Wednesday, which is a behind the scenes thing, and those tend to have things that are a month or two, sometimes more, from the public eye, so you guys get to see even more of behind the scenes, and also you know, get to ask questions and stuff at that point. So it's a really good way to see behind the scenes at descendantstudios.com.
Yeah, I think it was a good little tutorial how to build maps.
Yeah. What is that purple light?
That one? Oh, that one replaced from the
Oh,
from
okay.
that floor light. So
Okay.
we don't need that one.
All right. And so the game is Descent Underground. It is available in early access right now on DescentedStudios.com and on Steam and on Amazon. And thank you very much, Kaji, for showing us inside the beautification and using to make Descent Underground.
Yeah, thank you as well, and have a good weekend.
You too.
And stop.